Hi guys, it's Ray here from City Fan TV. Hope everybody's doing very well indeed. We're here to give you another Manchester City news update. Obviously, quite before the Storm weekend coming up. Lots going on this weekend, obviously, guys. We've got me a game against Sheffield United away on Saturday lunchtime. And then on Sunday, the women's team have got the FA Cup final between City and Everton. Lots to get in. I've been recording tonight for you guys. We have been I did the Sheffield United preview tonight, so that'll be out in the morning. Tomorrow I'm recording loads tomorrow. I've got 2 interviews lined up tomorrow during the day, and then in the evening I'm recording the women's team preview for the FA Cup final. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Got to Jenny, got Jane, hopefully Pete and somebody else from Everton will join us as well. So that's going to be, as I said, I think that's going to be a bit of fun as well. And obviously we're going to look at Pep's press conference tomorrow, so you'll get that as well. So I think there's going to be a ton of stuff out tomorrow. I should be able to get, I will get the Sheffield United interview out in the morning, guys, lunchtime-ish. And then I'll get the other 2 interviews, hopefully, during the day. And I'm speaking to 2 football analysts tomorrow. So about Patson Daka. So we'll mention him briefly today. But the idea is more so we'll talk about him tomorrow. I'm not late. I'm 9 o'clock, man. It's 9 o'clock. I'm on at 9. Looking at my clock, it says 9 o'clock. I didn't put a time up there when I didn't put a time that I was going to go live. So as far as I'm aware, I was not bang on time, 9 o'clock, guys. So let's see who is in. Just do a bit of tidying up. Let's just finish off with. Just got to do one more thing, guys, and then we'll have a chat. Obviously it's a pretty quiet day, to be honest. Just to finish some stuff. Yeah, it's a pretty quiet day. Not really much. Nothing major, unless you've seen some. I haven't. I don't think there's anything massive going down. So let's see. Hi, Harry. Hi, Alexander Scalispira. I'm all right. Are we ready for Saturday? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not concerned anything about that yet. So let's look at bits and pieces of news. Sean Goat talking about Pep's contract. People talking about Nagelsmann. Obviously, a lot of fans are looking at Nagelsmann. Some people saying, "Oh, well, he blew it. He blew his audition. He blew his interview." When he was in Manchester playing against Man United. Hi, Bob. Hope you're well. So, yeah, getting spanked by 5 against United. And then apparently today, I think they were warming down or something. They wanted to use the CFA, City Football Academy, for training before they went back to that. Obviously, some fans put 2 and 2 together. So, Nagelsmann was at the CFA. He's going to be the next manager. So we will see on that, guys. We'll see about that. Obviously, other bits and pieces. Let's try and pull up. I mean, there's stuff worth reading, and there's a lot of stuff is just rubbish. There's a lot of rubbish out there as well. People jumping on Erling Haaland's tweet. It's crazy what some people are saying. Now, they asked Sean Goat whether he thought Pep would stay, and he said Pep is the only one who knows whether he will leave Man City, but I like to think that Pep will stay. I know he's not known for being at clubs for 5 to 8 years, but I really like to think that he has found a home at Manchester City. When I say a home, I think a home that will rival his time at Barcelona, and the reason I think it can even surpass that is because his bosses are prepared. His bosses are people that he's known for years and worked with for years. I think that honesty and closeness will be good for him. for him to go to another club, that's the family that's also uprooted. And what I know is that his family are pretty settled and they get along with the hierarchy at the club, as well as because they've been friends for years. So I don't think it's just as easy as Pep saying he'll go back to work in Spain, Italy, or some other country. I think it's a little bit more complicated than that. I think he's happy and he's found a club that he can rebuild things and go on to beyond the Champions League when it happens as well. So anyway, that's interesting. But to be honest, it's one of these interviews that's bigged up a bit, or something that someone said it's bigged up a bit. And it's not really all that. So, let me know, guys, in the comment section below. Would you like Julian Nagelsmann? Would you like Julian Nagelsmann? Hi, Mark W. Hope you're well. You're confident. Look, as I said, I was on the radio today. I said I'm not a happy clapper and I'm not a doom merchant or a doom mongerer. For me, we're somewhere in the middle. Okay, you've got to put that performance in context. We were playing a Marseille side that didn't even try. If you'd seen the way we played against West Ham and other teams, even though we had a lot of chances against West Ham, but and Arsenal and everything else, and you can see how teams can thwart us. Yeah, they can blunt us, and I don't think that Marseille did that. It's like they hadn't done the homework. We had too much space and time, and look. Don't get me wrong, we played pretty well against them, but you can only beat the opposition you're up against. We will find out against Sheffield United because they're obviously scrapping. They're scrapping. They've lost 5 out of 6 games this season, only scored 3 goals. So they're scrapping at second bottom with 1 point. And you don't want to lose to City and maybe, drop even further behind teams that are around that level. But as I said, I think we'll find out how good City are in the next 2 league games. Olympiacos doesn't matter so much. I think we're pretty much already almost through. If we beat Olympiacos, we're virtually through into the Champions League round of 16. That's my feeling. But we'll find out against Sheffield United. We'll find out against Liverpool the following week where City really are. Do we mean business? Are we going to challenge? I mean, Saturday's going to find out. I think a lot we're going to find out on Saturday if we're ready to challenge for the title. Don't get a win against Sheffield United. I think we drop further back. Compare yourselves with Liverpool, but they're sat on 13 points. They're 5 points clear. You don't, even with the game in hand, you don't want to be losing to Sheffield United or drawing and Liverpool winning, for instance, because you can argue that's 1 extra game closer to Liverpool getting their players back. Fabinho's out, I don't know how long. Obviously, Van Dijk's out for a long time. But, you don't want to be neck and neck with Liverpool when they're getting their players back. We want to be ahead. People jumping on the Kylian Mbappé story, it's not in it for me. I mentioned him because you're going to mention him. But as the MEN says, City fans hopeful that Mbappe's on his way. But it's all social media, and what does social media really tell you? Bernardo Silva was recently quizzed on a potential move from Mbappé to City, given their friendship after their time. They were teammates at Monaco. Bernardo Silva said, "Kylian Mbappé, he was already a special player at Monaco when I was there, and he's also a friend. If we now, and decided to further fuel to the fire with his social media activity in recent days. The World Cup winner has been actively posting on Silva's page and Riyad Mahrez, exciting City fans even further. Replying to a post from Bernardo, Mbappé wrote, 'You are beautiful, my cousin.'" But I think City fans are reaching. My feelings. He's a good player. I don't think he's showing the form of a £200 million player personally. And on top of that, everybody thinks he's going to Real Madrid. So I'm not so sure about that. Let's see what you guys are saying before I move on to the next topic. Mark W. Phil Foden needs to start, surely. Absolutely. Raz is superior being. Yep. For me, well, Pep is his own peculiar creature. I think most City fans now would say, same again, please. Same again. Same team even. Same again. Pep is more likely to chuck in Riyad Mahrez and slow things down even more. So, I don't know. But we've got so many games coming thick and fast. personally, for me now, I would say, look at this weekend, focus on this game. Don't bother about Olympiacos. Don't even think about them. Even in the back of your mind, don't think about Olympiacos. That game's in the middle of the week. And honestly, I think we can not take it easy, but rest a couple of players. For me now, it's the focus is on the Premier League. We've got to beat Sheffield United. We've got to beat Sheffield United. Next week, we've got Liverpool. So for me, play your best team against Sheffield United and your best team against Liverpool. And in the midweek, you can mix it up a bit. Even if we got a draw against Olympiacos, it wouldn't be so bad. But you'd like to think we'd win. How you wouldn't get it? I would be buzzing if City managed to get Nagelsmann. City need a new voice. It's okay. Mbappé can go to Madrid as long as City get Haaland. Monomela Mokeshi. Haaland is the dream. Where are you from, Monomela? Where are you from? Haaland would be the dream. And someone's asking me today about that. The problem is 80 million, 25 million to Mino Raiola, 20 million to his dad. We're talking 125 million for this kid. Alexander Ford starts the game. Did you hear that what Barca said about keeping Messi at Barca by getting Pep back? Yeah, I think it's a joke. I can't see why Pep would go there. A club that's in turmoil, it's going to take, I think, at least a couple of years to turn them around and a bit of money. I don't think that's going to be easy. And then you've got all the political infighting. And I think that's the issue. That's the issue with them. I don't know. I just don't feel it's the right thing to do. I just don't think it's the right thing to do. Pep going back, as I said, 2 years to turn them around. Terrible. And then in that stage, times Messi's going as well. So I just think it would be the wrong thing for Pep to do. I really do think it would be the wrong thing for Pep to do. So let's have a look. All right, Mona Mela. Hey, what can I say to Mona Mela? How can I say it now? Molo. You understand that one, Mona Mela? Molo. That's the best I can do. QC David Panic, give our kids a go. Absolutely. I'm not sure about this game, David. I'm not sure about this game simply because, we played a good game in midweek and played the front three. Why not play the same front three against Sheffield United? They're buzzing. They're young. Sterling's the eldest at 25. Ferran Torres 20 scored a goal last week. He must be in, he must be buzzing, really buzzing. And I think you can Cole Palmer and Liam Delap maybe have one of them on the bench, but I'm not sure if they're going to start now. I think Pep found a game that where we played well, with the personnel that played well. I think he might go for. I know you're not the real David Panic. I've got to say your name. I think Pep will sign a contract. Maybe. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's well, says Alex. I hope you are too. Pep doesn't seem like the type of coach to go back to an old team. He's constantly looking for a new challenge. It's how he likes to keep growing. But the big thing is, his mates are here. I've seen him go back to Barcelona. Ferran Soriano's here. He's not going back to Barcelona. Okay. So what's Pep got in Barcelona for him? An aging Messi. Messi will be 34 years old. A team that's struggling, a board and that's in turmoil. I'm not so sure he wants that. QCT. Cheers, buddy. Messi finally looks to stay in Barcelona. I'm not sure, Alexandros. I'm not, look, I still say it's 50-50. I still say it's 50-50 because Messi's got the same issues. He's at a club that's skint. They couldn't pay the money for Memphis Depay. They couldn't pay the money for him from Lyon. They couldn't pay the money for Garcia. They are struggling. Lots of problems there. They're not going to win the Champions League. It's extremely unlikely, in my opinion. There's lots of reasons for him to leave, but there's also his family. His family are the reason for him to stay. I think that's the main reason for me that Messi would stay. Do you think we will see more of Cole Palmer, says Jacob? I don't think so. I don't think Pep's that kind of guy. Cole got his run out because we were winning, was it 2-0 at the time, 3-0 at the time? 3-0, I think. So that's why he got his run out, which is good. And at last, Pep's done something right by doing that. But I think, it's going to be either Cole Palmer or Liam Delap on the bench. If they're lucky. See, the only way they get a game, for me, is if we rush to a 3-0 lead within 60 minutes and then we say, right, we'll start moving things around. Can you see that against Sheffield United? Even though they only got 1 point, they've let 9 goals in 6 games. They're not rubbish. They were really decent last season, but I think that's the only way you see it. I get about the whole agent issue with Haaland, but City can't allow Haaland to go to another Premier League club, especially United. City need to make a statement. QC says, forget about Messi. We got our own Messi and Bernardo. Bernardo needs to keep on working at a high level. Let's talk about the last thing I've got written down. Let me find my thing about this kid. Okay, now it was mentioned yesterday that City are looking at RB Salzburg striker Patson Daka. Now, you've probably never heard of Patson Daka. And actually, that's what I'm speaking to the 2 analysts about tomorrow. Speaking to somebody guys who actually watch Austrian football because he plays in the Austrian Bundesliga. He's a kid from Zambia. He's 22 years old, I think. Very interesting. If you go, I watched a lot of YouTube videos on him yesterday. What was that the day before? Yesterday, I think it was. He looks a talent. He really does. Pace, power, physicality, lethal, sledgehammer of a shot. Trickery is unbelievable. He's so fast. He reminds me of Sadio Mane. And so many times you see him nicking the ball away from a defender who thought he had the ball. I saw one yesterday with the ball bounced. The defender thought, he was much closer to it than Daka, and he thought he had it under control. And Daka nipped in and took the ball away. So many times you see him. He's so quick there, quick thinking, quick action. So he's very, very interesting. Reports that Sin City are interested in him. So we'll see what happens there, and I'll see what the guys, the guys I speak to tomorrow, what they think about this Patson Daka. I wonder. There's another guy, as I said yesterday, I forgot his name, the kid that went from Almira to Benfica. He's another one. He reminds me of Haaland. I forgot his name now. He's from Uruguay. Darwin Núñez. So yeah, guys, give us some likes, Give us some likes. It would be nice. So, yeah, Darwin Núñez, he looks another one. He's got another thunderous shot. He looks extremely exciting as well. He reminds me of Haaland. So that's another interesting one. So we'll see what happens with those guys. Scary. He's going to scare off anyone. We haven't missed the boat on Daka in terms of the price, but Salzburg aren't going to sell him cheap. I think we'd have to pay probably 30-40 million for him. I think if it's somebody else coming in from, you might get him for 20 million. And the Darwin Núñez, I don't know what Benfica paid for Darwin Núñez. Just trying to. I'll go and have a quick look. But if they might have paid 10 million quid, who knows? Darwin Núñez is 187 tall, so he's got a bit of height on him, 6'2". He's got a bit of pace on him. Another one with strength and power, and the word I'm using these days is physicality. Now, he signed a 5-year contract with Benfica. It cost a fair bit of money, 24 million euros. Okay, now that was a huge amount of money, because in his last season at Almeria, second division, got to remember, Almeria in the second division in Spain, he scored 16 goals in 30 games. 16 goals in 30 games in the league, okay, for Almeria. This season, he's already banging in the goals. He's got, I think, 4 goals and 5 assists in 7 games. That's including Europe as well. Okay, so he's doing pretty well. 7 appearances, 4 goals, 5 assists. That's what he's doing at Benfica. So he cost Benfica 24 million. I can't see Benfica letting him go for less than 50 or 60. And it's like you look at it and you say, we missed the boat there. City are chasing the finished article far too often. And you think, we missed the boat a little bit. Simon. Oh, thanks, Simon. I hope Pep stays. I've said that before. Bernardo got mental fatigue, apparently. Well, I said that last season. He was, he looked tired. He wasn't the same. Has Bernardo impressed so far? No, Bernardo hasn't played enough. He had one good game against, I can't remember now. Was it Porto? I can't remember. He had one good game. Worked really, really hard. Maybe the Arsenal one. I can't remember which one it was. But he hasn't done much else, really. He's not played enough. Got to do more than just run around, says. Yeah, absolutely. Nagelsmann and Daka in, says Ruth. Daka, I don't know how much it cost, but as I said, I can see it costing us 40 million and City will go there. And it's a funny old thing, that, as I said about Darwin Núñez, 24 million. Now, would City ever pay 24 million for a kid like that? Benfica, I mean, they've got a talent spotters there. They've got a kid for 24 who I reckon will get 50 or 60 if he continues the way he's going. Rather have Pochettino than Nagelsmann. I heard Pochettino was, it was only a rumour, they was talking to, I can't remember which club now. I don't know which club it was. Do you think Stones will play on Saturday? He won't start, Faris. To be honest, I'll be surprised, very surprised, because for me, I think Pep will just stick with Laporte and Diaz. Here's what I would like. Laporte and Diaz start against Sheffield United. Ake, if he's fit, Ake and Stones start against Olympiacos. That's what I'd like. And then Laporte and Diaz against Liverpool. I think that works for me. Nagelsmann, you wouldn't get it, says Nagelsmann over Poch. And Nagelsmann all day long says you wouldn't get it. I'm fine with both, but not, of course, not now. Absolute Varys. I also hope you're well. We really need to give our youth a chance. I would love to see Palmer and Metcha more, at least the EFL. Well, the EFL, we're in the quarter-final now, so they're going to be very careful. They want to win it now. We're only 3 games away from the final. You like Zinchenko, QC? I think he's got a little bit to do. I don't think he's ever going to be the top level. He's a good enough deputy, but I don't think he's going to get the top level. Hi, Iota Fierce Thompson. Hope you're well. Never late. Also, less of Garcia, more of Taylor Howard Bellis, says Wasser. Stones is officially a cup defender. Diaz, Laporte, and Ake are miles better than Stones. Doesn't come close to them. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. Stones was a very good player. And who's to say he can't get back there? One bad season doesn't make you rubbish. Pep had every faith in him 2 seasons ago, and now he's got none. It's a true testament to Haaland's greatness, how he compared. Absolutely. Faris, thing is with Nagelsmann and Poch is that I don't know if they have the same wing mentality like Pep. Braff looks decent. Well, QC, I can't see Braff coming through. I think he had some injury apparently in the summer, but Pep really downplayed Braff last season when people were clamoring for him to play, and he said, "Look, he's far away from playing. He hasn't got the experience. Well, you're not going to get experience unless you play. There's only one way to get experience." Stones, why he was. I don't understand that point, but at Stones, look. Centurion season, Stones was the main man with Otamendi. For middle season, Stones and Laporte started. And They were our future. Everybody said so, even Vincent Kompany. That's not a bad play to say that they are our future. Pochettino's got loads more experience in the Premier League, says QC. Simon says Nagelsmann's got, has he got 100 points? No. Has he got 4 in the season? No. Has he broke as many records as Pep? No. He hasn't so overrated, and I don't think people realise how lucky. Look, we are lucky, but at some point, if Pep doesn't stay, we can't force him to stay. He's not signed a new contract. If he goes, people are legitimately asking, and this is always the elephant in the room. Always is going to be there until we know one way or the other. Iota Fears Thompson, I still have faith that Stones can get back to being great. He's only 26. Excuse me. He's only 26. Pep is better than Nagelsmann. Yeah, but Simon, that's not the debate. The issue is if Pep is going to not stick around, then who is out there? Is it Nagelsmann? Is it Brendan Rodgers? Is it? I'm trying to remember his name now. The fella at Southampton. Bernardo Silva must play more often, says Alexandros. I feel something exactly needs to play the young kids so they can get the experience. Play a little bit. He's got to play them a little bit now and again. And it's frustrating when we're winning a game comfortably that I think was it the Burnley game? He didn't bring one of the kids on. Pep won't sign because of COVID-19. He has been, apart from scenario over the problem. I think there's lots of issues. That, as I said, that's one reason why I think Messi might not come. This ain't going away, guys. And Messi don't want to be away from his family as well. Not for 3 or 4 months at a time. I can't see it. And he can't come back and forth because if they're not going to allow him to, COVID-19 might put the kibosh on. Is that the right word? On the future of Messi at City. Going to give you a shout out, Ayo Sophia Thompson. Thank you so much. Pep wants do you prefer Nagelsmann or Poch, and why? Honestly, Faris, I'm not that bothered. Honestly, I don't have a preference. I don't follow them that closely. Poch, as one argument's already been said, he's had 7 or 8 years in the Premier League, so he knows what it's like. People say he's not won anything, but yeah, but let's be honest, at Southampton, are you really going to win anything at Southampton? Honestly, so discount that. He came to a Spurs side that were finishing 6th, 7th, 8th, or whatever, and he got them into the top 4 2 or 3 times. Okay, he didn't win anything, but he showed improvement. So is that what we want? Do we want to see improvement on what we did last year? Obviously. If he can take us a little bit further forward, then he's a good shout. Nagelsmann, I'm not so sure. He's done it with the Leipzig. But what's he won? He's done all right, but what's he won? Would you be happy with Delap starting Saturday or Ferran Torres as a 9? Adam C, I think after what Ferran Torres did, I think you've got to give the kid another game. I think you've got to do that. You've got to give the kid another game. Whilst he's on fire, he's got 2 or 3 goals this season, 2 or 3 assists. Keep playing him. Diaz, Laporte and Aki have better IQ in defending and are leaders with Stones. You have to hold his hand. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you have to hold his hand. I seriously don't think Otamendi was holding his hand in the Centurion season. Thank you for the donation, Iota Fears Thompson. Thank you so much. You wouldn't get it. Pep has a better resume than Nagelsmann, but Nagelsmann hasn't managed big clubs like Pep has, and his tactics seem to be very modern. You don't know until the guy's in the job. Hey. Do you think because Pep hasn't signed that it's affecting how the lads play? It's obviously we don't know. Simply because we're not there. And said, none of the players are going to come out and say, well, because Pep hasn't signed a new contract, it's affecting the way I play. It's on my mind all the time. No one's going to come out and say that, oh, I'm thinking I'll take it easy because Pep's gone next summer. No one's going to come out and say that. They're all going to come and praise Pep. So it's really, really difficult to kind of work out. But I think it's going to have some impact. I think there'll be 1 or 2 players, maybe more, who don't like Pep's style, who don't like the hard work, and will be quite happy for a change and might just drop a level a little bit. You forgot that he took Spurs to the final. I said that. I said he never won anything, but he got them to the final. Did they get to a final of a... No, I don't think they got the League Cup final. But he got them to the final Champions League. A pretty poor show. But hey, it's further than we've been in the Champions League. Messi's not coming, guys, says Mr. Roll-Up. New president is coming in and wants his kids start crying again, he will stay. That's why I said, Mr. Olo, Messi's kids crying, COVID situation, can't come back and forth, extremely tough, but still have hope. I think that all our promising players will leave because Pep will not give them a chance. That's one of the main reasons I want Pep gone. Says he wouldn't get it. Look, Torsten left. We can argue whether he was good enough or not, but he left because he was not going to play. And the worry is we've got Tommy Doyle coming through, Cole Palmer and Liam Delap. Well, Liam Delap's not local, but the others are. They want to play. Ferran has 3 goals and 2 assists so far, and he's only actually started 1 or 2 of the games he's played. In the rest have been subs. Adam, there you go, 5 goals and assists this season, and we've only played 8 games in total, and he's not figured in probably at least 2 of them, 2 or 3. So it's good going. Drop Sterling and play Ferran, Delap, and Foden. No chance, Wassa. Absolutely no chance. There's no way Pep's going to do that. We've got to beat Sheffield United. We're already 5 points off the top. And you can say we've got a game in hand. And yes, it's true, we've got a game in hand. But if we don't get a win, against Sheffield United, and then let's say Everton and Liverpool do, we'll be 7 points behind Everton. Yes, we'll have a game in hand, but you don't want the gap growing. You can say it's only Everton, but Liverpool are, already ahead of us by 5 points or something. So we are 3 points. We don't want to fall behind. Daka is similar to Aubameyang. Well, I think Daka's more physical than Aubameyang, Tommy. You wouldn't get it. We've lost quite a few promising young players because they see no way through. I think you're right, but I think that's part of the strategy of the club. We buy them, we train them, we sell them on, we make a profit. That's the silver. That's the silver lining on the Clyde. The Clyde is we're losing a good, promising player, but the silver lining is we're getting decent money, and that's what they're happy. Daka is fast and aggressive, but can he play the Pep system? We'll find out. We'll find out tomorrow. Players need to be professional. They have to do a job, no matter who the manager is. But we've seen people fall out with Jose, and when Ferguson was leaving, the team started playing poorly, and then he was coming back, and they picked up. I don't want Nagelsmann, no disrespect to him, because I don't want anyone else that other than Pep. There is no one better out there at all. Love Pep so much. Delap will never play for City again, says Tommy. No, I think he will, Tommy, but I don't think he's got... It's hard to know whether he's got a future because you're relying on Pep. My managers are Hansi Flick, Zidane, Nagelsmann, Poch, Enrique. Let's have a think. Flick, well, you can't knock what he's done. Is he going to come to City? Absolutely no chance. Zidane, what he's done in the Champions League is incredible. Will he come to City? No chance. Nagelsmann, okay, he's a young manager. It looks like he's done some quite decent stuff. But, yeah, he's more likely. Poch, he's been in England before. He's done a good level. Enrique, I don't think Enrique will come. Sonson Jack, I can't see it. I think he'll want to stay in Spain. He lost his daughter last year. She's 9 years old. She sadly passed away last summer, I think. Within the last 18 months. And I think he'll just want to stay in Spain. Sophia Thompson says, it's a must-win this weekend. We're too far behind, especially with this tricky season, absolutely. Would you take Mancini back at City? No chance, Adam. I think Mancini's time and his style are over. If you have to choose between our promising young players or Pep, that's an easy decision, says you wouldn't get it. Always got it in for Pep. Simon, you can't... I'm sorry. You can't go around calling people dumb. I think that's overstepped the mark for me. Would you take... there's a few better than Pep. Pep's a top manager, but you don't need to pin all your hopes on Pep. There will be a time when Pep leaves, and we've kind of got to accept that. It's something that will happen. It will happen at some point. Any more questions, guys? I'm going to start to wrap it up tonight. Early start tomorrow. Early start. Got an interview at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Interview at 8 a.m. Another interview at 3 p.m. And then the preview for Everton at 6 p.m. It's going to be crazy. You wouldn't get it if you ask me. There's no point of having talented players if you don't have the right manager. If they can't beat Sheffield this weekend and City don't deserve to be in the title race, Mr. Roll-Up, I think they're going to struggle if they don't beat Sheffield United. If Pep leaves it, which I hope he doesn't, we need to bring in a manager who plays the Gegenpress system more direct with pace. But for that, you need to be, we need to really work at it. Get a higher level, even a higher level of fitness. We're 2 points behind the top, same with Liverpool. Absolutely. But we've got to win. We can't afford to start falling behind. Tommy Doyle, do you think Tommy is ready to at least play in a? Nah, no chance, Tommy. No, he's all right to play. But the thing is, it's a struggle for the kids to even get on the bench, and that's one of the issues as well. When Aguero and Gabriel Jesus are fit, do you think Liam Delap or Cole Palmer will get on the bench? Only in European games, because you can have 10 on the bench, but you can only have 7. I can't see that happening. People to remember Dap is only 17 years old, and I believe Pep wants to manage him the same as Foden. I don't think so, Sauce Jack. Personally, Pep's going to look. What's going to happen? City are looking for a new striker. They're not looking for Cole Palmer to come through. The difference was with Foden. David Silva left. Foden came through. We didn't replace David Silva. Now, we might next summer, but we didn't replace David Silva. We didn't even look to replace David Silva at all. We looked at other positions. Okay? Once Aguero and Gabriel Jesus are back, it looks like City are looking to replace Aguero with another big name. They're not going to be pushing Cole Palmer or Liam Delap through and hoping that they do the business. I know Sophia Thompson, I'm biased when it comes to Pep. Can't see anyone better than him, so I'll wait for him to leave before I can even think about somebody else. Yeah, that's what I said. We have to think about it in case he does go. Faris Stingers about Nagelsmann is his idol is Pep and Tuchel, so we might have a similar style to Pep's. Yeah, but why don't, in that case, Faris, why don't we get Bielsa? Why don't we push for Bielsa? Adam, you can bring one back for this current season. Who is taking Prime Yaya or Prime Silva? Adam. I can't pick between the two. I really can't. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Hi, Franklin. What do you think of Torres so far? What do you think his potential is? Well, I said at the beginning of the season, I said I like the way he takes people on. I'm impressed the way he shoots. He's only been that a couple of games where he scored goals, but I've been impressed with that. I think in a couple of games they've passed him by. Absolutely passed him by. So that is, it's hard to say. But before the season started, I said once he gets comfortable, once he kind of settles down with the new culture, the new language, I think his language is English is okay, the weather, the diet, the team and everything else, okay? Then once he settles down, then I said, I think he can challenge Mahrez. And I actually said, I think this could be Mahrez's last season at City, maybe because of Ferran Torres. We'll push him out. And I said, by the end of the season, we'll see Ferran Torres coming through, if not sooner. It all depends how quickly he settles. It looks like he's settled all right. Do you feel that a Gegenpress is more intense in training than Pep's possession system? I don't know. Pep's possession system, I think they have to work hard in training for that. The Gegenpress, we were sort of doing that, but not the way Liverpool. Oh, I've got to be honest. I said it at the time, 4 or 5 years when Klopp came. I said I like the way he presses. I like the way he presses more than the way City press. I think it's about time we got a forward who was in the team, who walked in the team. It's been a long time. Absolutely, I know. That's why I say you get someone like this. As I said, Lautaro Martinez, Milik, I thought was a reasonable option. And these two kids that we're looking at the moment, Darwin Núñez, he's going to be expensive. I can't see Benfica letting him go after one season unless someone pays big money. And then you're worried that it's only on one season. Paying 24 million euros, I can accept that. Paying 60 million euros, it's a risk. But the Patson Daka looks all right as well. So we'll see, do the splurge. Bad toothache, Shazeb. You've got to get that. See the dentist, man. See the dentist. Even my dentist is open for emergencies. Oh, Faris, behave yourself. You're not going to let me go with that Torres, are you? I said it at the start of the season. I said, but he needs time. Hard, but I'll slightly edge towards Prime Silva because of the system we play. Can you give me any suggestions for toothache? Go to your dentist. Go to your dentist. That's all I can suggest. Adam C agrees. I went already. I have infection. Well, there's nothing you can do with the infection, Shazib. Take your medicine. That's it. Take your medicine. All I can suggest, if you've got an inflamed gum, have some clove or clove oil. That's what I use if I've got an inflamed gum. A clove, that helps to steady it down. If you get, what can you do? Painkillers and dentist. Bayern are the best at pressing up questions, says Faris. Sam, so everyone wants Pep out. Who else can you get? I don't want Nagelsmann, but all you want him, but you get him. Well, what will happen if it goes wrong? What will you? I really don't understand the point, Simon. We're talking if Pep leaves. If Pep doesn't sign a new contract, who do you want? That's the question. And it will be too late and you'll regret. Look, Pep might be the man, but if Pep doesn't sign a new contract, if Pep doesn't stay, what can you do? Ten Hag is also a solid shout, says you wouldn't get it. Yeah, he's an option. Could be an option. Just going to do some tidying up, guys. Guys, if you are new to the channel, it would be fantastic if you could subscribe to the channel. It costs you now. We're trying to push for to get to up to 3,000 subscribers. And if you can hit that bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out, you'll be notified as soon as new videos come out. And give us a thumbs up, guys. It costs you now. And it's good for the morale of the channel. We're up to 15 likes, guys. Come on, a few more. Let's get it bang past 20. Let's see who else. What else is there to talk about? Who do you think will buy? Shazeb? Nobody. Honestly, unless we've got a major injury, unless Aguero breaks down again, I can't see it. We don't do January purchases, unless there's a real reason, a desperate need for somebody. I don't think we'll do it. Adam, what's your top 3 City matches you've been to or watched? Let's forget about watch because I've been watching since the 70s. Been to that Liverpool game. That Liverpool game's got to be up there. Beating Liverpool going to cup finals is great. Beating Liverpool, yeah, in the Carabao Cup final was it 2016 or whenever? That was big news. That was big. Yeah. Coming back to beat Sunderland, that was big. Beating Arsenal 3-0, that was good. Beating Chelsea 6-0 at the Etihad, yeah, that was very, very pleasing. Those are the ones that stick in my mind straight away. And there've been loads, guys. Beating Spurs 6-1 at our place. Beating United 4-1 at our place. Big spankings, I like them. Are you going to do a stream tomorrow from Pet's press conference over there? Yeah, not from the thing, Shazab. I'll be doing it afterwards. Now, it depends. I will try. I will try and do it. I've got an interview at 3:00. So if I can do it from 2:30 to 3, I'll do it. Otherwise, it'll be 3:30 to 4, something like that. But I'll try and do it in the afternoon. Let's have a look. What position should you reinforce if you only had one choice? Left back, centre, midfielder, or striker? I'd go for a defensive midfielder. I'd go for Ismail Benasser. Basically, I think Ismail Benasser helps to protect our defence. A left back doesn't help to protect the centre of our midfield, where I think Rodri is the weak point. During the 1890s season, Gegenpress Press versus Pep system clashed at its absolute best with Liverpool and City. What a season! Absolutely. Do you want him to extend? I want him to extend. I want it. What I want is him to come out and say something one way or the other. I would like him to extend, but we just don't know. Yeah, but Simon, you could just turn around and say, well, City lost 5-2 to Leicester. How good is Pep? You could say that. Yeah, I see. I also face Thompson. Hit that like button. I read an article says some time ago that City are preparing a guy called Van Bronckhorst. He coached Feyenoord and won the league with them, which is quite an achievement. Faris, is that Giovanni Van Bronckhorst who played for Barcelona, Arsenal? Can't remember now. We need to keep Pep at all costs. Nagelsmann got pumped by Ole. Yeah, come on. It can happen. Isaiah Kwesiga. New signings to replace Silva to give us that penetrative pass. Someone like Isco. Oh, behave. Please, Isco's never coming. I'm a big fan. You wouldn't get it. The kid's 22. doing the business at AC Milan. He was the player of the tournament, Africa Cup of Nations, as Algeria won it. And did I say he's only 22? Free kick, 90th minute, you're 1-0 then. Who'd you pick, Elano or Gundogan? Depends. If you're 35 yards out, Adam, I pick Elano. And since he left, he started learning our system and being prepared for the job. That's it. See, remember a few things. If we don't win the league this season, I think it will be next season. But we need to start to win games and be consistent every game. Absolutely. Isco's the perfect player. He ain't come in. I know we lost 5-2, but it was 3 bad. It's not 3 bad pens. You know, we made 3 mistakes. Okay, we give 3 penalties away, and they put 3 penalties in the back of the net. So you can't say they were bad pens. And who's to say? I don't think they'd have scored 3 goals if they'd gone through. They might have scored 1 or 2 if we hadn't fouled them. So you just don't know. You just don't know. My perspective is we got pumped. If people want to say no Nagelsmann because they got beat 5 goals to United, well, we got pumped 5 goals by Leicester City too. So you know you can't have it both ways, guys. You can't say Nagelsmann's rubbish because it's you know they got pumped by 5 to United when we get pumped by 5 to Leicester. Let's look where we are. Yeah, those likes are just creeping up. A few more likes in, guys. And last couple of questions, and I'll hit the road. I'm sick of Isco's transfer saga. Says you want to get it. It's been going on since the beginning of Earth. Yeah. When do you think we're next in the league? Says she said, honestly, don't know, mate. Honestly, I'd love it to be this season. Let's hope it is. Let's not forget Nagelsmann had weaker players too. I prefer Aki over Laporte at the moment. Does this make me delusional, Adam? See, well, if you've heard me speaking, I was on the radio today, and I said, don't forget Nathan Ake. People thought he would be, a backup. Thought he'd be on the bench. I said, he's looked quite nice at left back and at centre back. And don't be surprised if he plays a little bit more than you expect this season. He's not simply there to make up the numbers. I think once Chelsea sort the defence out, they will be a threat to others. Oh, absolutely, should say, but they're struggling at the moment, so they've got to sort that out quickly. When will you be on for Pets conference? Faris, I will try and be on about 2:30. If I can get all my stuff done, I'm going to try and be on by 2:30. As I said, I've got the thing to do in the morning. I should be able to get that out by lunchtime. So by lunchtime, I'm hoping to get the Sheffield United preview out and one video talking to an football analyst about Patson Daka. Okay. Then there's the live stream I'm hoping to do about 2:15, let's say 2:30. That seems reasonable. Then I've got another video to do on Patson Daka with another analyst. And then I might stick that out on Saturday because it's just too much. And then I've got the video to do for the Everton game. So I'm going to be absolutely bonkers. And then I've got a live stream to do with you guys. I might not do a second live stream. I'm just putting it out there. It depends how crazy. So, tomorrow's basically a crazy day. 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. It's crazy. Laporte makes mistakes. Other City fans don't say anything. She said, well, that's what I said on the radio. That's exactly. You must have been listening to the radio today. Or was it on a podcast for Soccer Social? Don't make excuses for Pep. Not even fans is this player. And Laporte, don't be sleeping on Aki, guys. He's better than him than Laporte. That's what I said. I said you got to give him a chance. People have elevated Laporte into a level that where they compare him with Van Dijk. I said he's not there. We should wait until the end of the season to judge. It's still long and anything can happen. We might bottle the league and we can win the Champions League. Anything can happen. I also face Thompson. Let's hope Pep says something. Our team is filled with predictable players up from when it's right. Barca and had Messi with Pep. Bayern had Robin and Ribery. We need a Joao Felix. That's what I've said as well. Isaiah. I said that's what Messi gives us. He gives us that something where he can just go glide past 3 or 4 players, score a goal, or set something up. Are you doing a preview tomorrow? Yeah, I've done the preview already, Shazay. I filmed it this evening. It will be out by lunchtime tomorrow. Hopefully, I will. I don't have time tonight. I'll get up early. My plan is basically 8 o'clock. Do the preview. Do the stuff with the analyst. I'll getting up at 7, so I might start working on the Sheffield United stuff beforehand. But my plan is by 10 o'clock, Sheffield United is finished. The stuff from the analysts is done by midday. That's how the day goes. I've got lots to do. Pep maybe have a beautiful ball genius, is Ivan, but with all his money spent, we have to expect more than this. I don't City to fire Paris. I'm talking about after this season. You never know. Real Madrid were horrible in the league and won the Champions League. Right, guys, that's my lot. I'm going to shoot. Got lots to do. Got a new channel setting up new channel, guys. But that's women's stuff, so some of you might not be interested, but I'll let you know when that's done. Anyway, guys, it's 50 minutes gone. Look after yourselves. Have a very, very good evening, what's left of it. I'll see you tomorrow, guys, for Pep's press conference. Ciao.